Hey, how are you? Good, thank you. How are you? Good, thank you. I was just talking to the Virgin Mary, and she thinks that the bolt of lightning hit me. Yeah. Virgin Mary, what makes you think that? See, it's so close to you. So you were there where your scooter was. I saw it. Whoa. And and then I was where my scooter was. Yeah, yeah. So the the bolt of lightning moved you from where you were to the scooter. Oh, that makes sense. All right. Yes. All right. Yeah. Oh, okay. So what does that mean when you're married? Do you know? No. Okay. It was yellow like the way I glow. Same color as exact same color as the main color I glow, which is some kind of yellow. Yeah, I don't. It's that color. Yeah, that's gold. Oh, that's gold. Orange. Yeah, not quite yellow, not quite orange. Yeah, gold. Oh, well, there you go. Do you have any gold? I don't have any gold. I'm a silver girl. Well, beads and stuff. But so what does that mean, Virgin Mary? Please. It means you've been struck by gold. What does that mean? Sounds exciting. We'll see. All right, thank you. Who would do that, Virgin Mary? Is it from God? Is it an act of God? Excuse me. Yes. Ah, thank you. All right. So, so he chucks bolts of lightning at people he likes, huh? What does he do if he doesn't like you? I don't know. Oh, that's cool. Thank you, Virgin Mary. That's all right. Sure. Yeah. Yeah, that kind of. Yes. Is that why you two are here? We heard about you. You heard about me. That's amazing. What did you hear? That you're feeding people. Yes. I'm. I'm actually the one who taught Jesus how to multiply food. From these times, I could see him clearly. I could hear him, and I'd been trying to work out how to do it, and so I told him how to do it. Showed him how to do it. He's still there? So anyway, I've been doing that through my phone. I have to work out how to do that as well, but it's working alright. It sounds like many. Oh, great! Thank you. That's why you came. Yeah, thank you. Did I work out how to do it before the multiple lightning? Yeah, maybe after. Alright. I was too. I was doing it last year. Somebody was asking me before if tongue tied there. If I backdated from the bolt of lightning. No comment. How long have you been going? So I've been going on TikTok and YouTube about a year, I guess. And apparently different governments, different royalty were saying you can't put her stuff on. It's too contentious. Or something like that, but with bigger sticks. Yes. But they've decided to put my stuff on. I just kept putting it through. I was thinking it was going through, but I wasn't reaching my audience yet. But I knew I was saying and doing what I had to do, what was right to do and say, so I just kept going. Well, just as well, because then we got food. Hooray! Yes. Right. So what's next? Yeah, so I'm going to do, well, I'll see what I feel like tomorrow, but I'm hoping to do another 3 different things so you got some variety. Right. So you can just look at YouTube or TikTok and go, well, tonight I feel like I might have the oriental rice. Thank you. Wine, please. Okay. No, we're not allowed to drink wine because it's dedicated to Bacchus. He's a very bad demon. So no wine or champagne or port or sherry. Really, yeah, it's really bad for you. It has a really bad effect on you. Yes, I do drink. I had some vodka before. You see that's alright. What's the other one? You know, wine, different forms of wine definitely allowed. But yeah, beer apparently was invented by the ancient Egyptians. So so as far as I know, it's alright, particularly with hops in it. So that's like Budweiser is A-OK. Hops, no malt in it. Budweiser is A-OK for that. It's got malt in it. Yeah. That's the original beer that they had in Egypt had malt in it. Right. So and it was medicinal, but it was fun as well. Right. So it was good. It was good for the health. Yes, absolutely, very healing. From what I know of it, the Egyptian diet had a lot of stuff in it that caused ulcers, or it was quite common. I don't know what other causes it would be. I think it was the food. So beer with malt in it was very healing for them. Right. Yeah, I don't know whether it had bubbles in it in those days, by the way. Right. All right. Yeah. But yeah, I don't know. Somebody said Heineken might have malt in it as well. It doesn't have malt. Oh, right. Sorry about that. Actually, the only beer I drink is Budweiser, but because I've just found over the years I've tried different beers, but Budweiser actually has a positive effect on me as long as I don't drink too much. But yeah, so it actually has a positive effect on me, and if it doesn't have a positive effect on you, don't do it. Really, is what I think. So, phone overheating, don't close. Anyway, so Virgin Mary, is there something else you want me to say? No. Thank you so much for coming, both of you. That's all right. So, is there anything you want me to say for you both, or do you want to talk through me or anything? No, thank you. All right, thank you. All right. Thank you both so much. Sorry. See ya. You taught him to walk. I really don't think so. I think you're a demon. Go on now. That's all right. I'm sure the Virgin Mary, you're the one who taught him to walk. I'm sure I did too, Terry. Thank you. What does she look like? I think she's that same one that's pretending to be Alpha and Omega, actually. With, yeah, she doesn't have a perm anymore. Yeah, see, I'm not too sure perms are really quite big out in the universe, really. So, Alpha and Omega might have. But anyway. It actually damages your hair, and they're against anything that's bad for you. My smoking, yeah. So it helps me with my PTSD symptoms. Alright. So it's good for me emotionally, psychologically. There you go. Helps me with my against my physical trauma, or body remembrance thing of trauma. On YouTube, yes, yeah. So smoking helps me with that, because yeah, it works well. Right. Plus the nicotine lessens my anxiety, which I don't have much of nowadays, but anxiety caused by the PTSD, yeah. So anyway, what did you have? Meditate a lot and pray a lot also. Do you sit lotus? I sit cross-legged, but not actually in lotus, because I've been tortured so much I can't actually do the feet right. Oh, so I do the legs are alright, but lotus I'm just like no. No, I can't sit in lotus position, but cross-legged does well enough for me, really. It's like any form of meditation or prayer. It's what matters most is your mind, heart, set. I was going to say mindset, but hopefully you know what I mean. Because then your body will just follow that if you're doing that right. Same with praying. You don't have to hold your hands in front of you, or hold your hands at all, or kneel, or even bow on the floor, or sit lotus. You just need the right attitude to the meditation, to the prayer. I'm about to play Bitch Be Humble, probably. Yeah, that's very important, being humble. Because pride is one of the 7 deadly sins, and it really can be deadly. Excuse me, especially in these times. I just want to state again that every end has a beginning. There's an end. The end brings a new beginning. Right. So anyway, yeah. Do you know what I mean? Yes, I do. You know, so, or as the spider keeps showing me, penitent, which is the spider's version of humble. Right. Okay, thank you. Even the spiders get that. That's reach. Am I going to go again? I don't know. Somebody's looking at me, trying to work me out. Trying to see if I'm following their head. Look, with all of you doing it, I just can't make my eyes go round and round and round. Sorry. Too many, too many of you doing it now. Because some of you are going that way and some of you are going that way, and I'm just not capable of doing that. Sorry. Sorry about that. Anyway, God's creator? I don't know what to make of that, really. I'll think about that. Yeah, so, two things I want to say. First, it doesn't matter who asks you. If somebody asks you to do anything evil, don't do it. If it's somebody that you regularly pray to, that you can trust, it's either a test or it's somebody ID frauding them, right? Or you can't trust them anymore. So you probably got the wrong one, right? That's another option. Somebody ID frauding them, yeah. And the other thing was, well, I've forgotten that for the moment, but something else came up. So remember thinking down into your heart straight to them, because this works really well. So Greg Braden official on YouTube, and Gaia calls it brain heart cohesion, and it's apparently a really strong way to pray. And so from my perspective, it's that makes sense, but also because if you love whoever you pray to and they love you, it's a miracle of love as well. So there you go. And the third thing was, so if you're following someone, like anyone, and even a god or goddess or Buddha or whoever, and they change, and like you're following them based on them stating they're believing the same things you believe in, or things you like, you value, and and then they change what they're saying and what they're doing. It's not matching with what you valued about what they're saying or what they were doing, right? So they might be testing you. Don't do anything evil. It might be somebody ID frauding them. Don't do anything evil. Stick with what you believe to be right, as long as you know it is good and or holy and or enlightened and or meek. Yes. And even if that means you've got to stop following them. And sometimes you just got to keep looking back to check and make sure that, like if they were being ID fraud, but you had to get away for your own safety or your loved one's safety, you can keep looking back, see if they're back yet, and if it's safe to go back to them and all that stuff. Right. If it's a test, well, gotta watch out for that, because sometimes it's tests and sometimes it's. I've been slaved by a lot of cults in my time, in my life, and every time they get caught doing something evil, they'll call it a test. right? But they were actually doing something evil, so it's not a test. They were actually doing evil, but they'll call it a test. So you've got to watch out for that. And if you pray to someone and they're no longer trustworthy for you, then find someone who is. Because if they're not trustworthy, then you won't be helped by them, you'll be harmed by them. Right. Find someone else. God the Creator made us all equal and all good. Just like you're good, there'll be somebody else that's good and all holy and or enlightened and or meek, that you can get help from and help. Thank you. Oh God. It's a sermon. Is that a sermon? Right, I think that's the second one today. Don't forget to leave money in the open plate. There's no open plate. If you're watching this on YouTube, please subscribe, and hopefully I'll get enough money to live off from this stuff, because God the Creator's made me a certain way, and I just can't get regular work any other way. So if you have some money to spare, and also if the thanks button is on, if you have some money to spare, and or on TikTok, and you think what I'm saying is helpful to you, then please give me some money. Yeah, so please give me some money. No, that's a fierce. How do you do the begging one? Like that? No, I don't know. It's holding an ice cream cone. No. Holding a microphone? No. I don't know how to do the begging one. Sorry. Please. Yeah. Oh, does that mean I'm a prosperity church now? This shirt and this skirt I'm wearing today, I just got from the charity shop today. It's really good. How much it cost you? Oh, between the two of them, $10. Really happy with that. Prosperity Church. Yeah, I don't think I'm up to that yet. Hopefully I don't get well, what is it supposed to symbolize? Why the word? Say, honestly. Because they're focusing more on money than anything else. Yeah. That's one of those things people used to talk about in the 1920s, I think. when they were having the Great Depression, I think it was the 1920s or 1940. Yeah, around war times, isn't it? So that's 1920s is First World War. Yeah. 1940s is Second World War. Yeah, when everyone was low on money. People were saying the two most common phrases were the devil will find work for idle, or find something for idle hands. Yeah. Like, in other words, if you basically if you feel lost, then try to find your way. Because if you're lost, then the devil will get you. I've got a YouTube video called "You're Not Lost" by me. If you watch it, I hope it helps. The other one is somebody keeps actually do that. Well, anyway, just talking about the fact, that the devil was a money god, money demon, and it probably makes sense in those times because the devil will actually try to tempt people, try to make them evil through whatever they think is the easiest way of tricking them and Satan and getting them to do evil. So if they don't have enough to eat and drink, they'll try to get them to do crimes and sins and get money to do evil. Yeah, I put some stuff on about what's going on for Kanye and talking about the sacrifices in America, and it's not just happening in America. It's going on all around the world, really. It's all pretty nasty, and so there's another guy called Nitri TV, who talks about people in the music industry, or people out the front in the videos anyway, in the music industry who sell their souls to get recording contracts and get certain lifestyle and stuff like that. I've been talking to some people about that recently, and apparently the ones I've been talking to, they sold their souls in return for the lifestyle. And you've got to be so careful what you say all the time, not just dealing with demons like the devil, but with mainly talking with demons, but everyone as well, to try to get everyone else try to get a positive reaction from your words. Yes, Zoroastrian and Jainism, right words, very important. Which I also believe in here with my God First stuff and Terry Cat stuff. But they sold their soul for the lifestyle. Those are the words of the contract of selling their soul. So what the ones I was been talking to got was they got the parties, they got the drugs, they got the alcohol, they got the skank whores, the loose women, the loose men, the slutty, immoral people, and people who laugh when they say something, when they think that the cue for them to laugh is, and people who pretend to be friends with them while the going's good. But getting down to the nitty gritty of the contract with the devil, they don't actually have any money. So they've got houses to live in, but they're not their houses, and they're not even rented houses. They apparently belong to the devil, and they're not even allowed to move without the devil's consent. They're basically prisoners and not allowed to go out unless the devil okays it, and they're always companioned by people the devil's picked to go with them. Are you kidding? No. Apparently that's part of what they're signed up for what they call the lifestyle. So they've got and even when they try to interact with other people at the shop or the store or something, they won't let them interact with them. So it's basically a cult. Well, it works exactly like a cult. They stop you from interacting with anyone who isn't part of the cult. But it's supposedly in their own homes, and so you just don't want it. You don't want to do any deals with any demons or anyone. You just don't do it. It's like I always think, what's at what cost, at what price? You've always got to check when somebody's offering you something. What is the cost? Is there a hidden cost? And what is it? See, they for some reason they thought the soul wasn't worth anything. So they sold their soul. But it's worth something to God the Creator. They didn't have to sell it. So they were just trying to throw away their soul because they thought it wasn't worth anything. The devil wanted it. They get the lifestyle they wanted, but they didn't even get that. It looked good at first. It looked, well, good. Looks like what they wanted at first, but it wasn't. The devil was like that very much. He from what I've seen, the way he works in other people's lives, even ones who willingly, like they did, try to get, supposedly willingly do what he wants, they don't actually even get what he promises, really. It looks alright at first glance, but it's not.